Hey everyone. So I guess I never really got to tell everyone about the story behind this car and how I got it. So I thought I'd take a minute and tell you. Well, I ended up seeing this car on Facebook Marketplace, and it was like 9:30 at night, and I couldn't believe it was out there. And I didn't want to call the guy or text the guy that late at night. So, and it said on Facebook that he had posted it for a friend. So the next morning, around 8:30, 9 o'clock, I messaged the person that put it on Facebook. I couldn't call the guy that owned the car because they put the phone number out there, but it was hidden, so I couldn't see it. So I messaged the guy and asked him for the guy's phone number in hopes that he'd get back with me. Well, he finally got back with me around 10 o'clock and gave me his number. So I then texted that guy and asked him if it was still available and all that stuff. And it wasn't 30 seconds later, he called me. Well, he called me because he doesn't do texting a whole lot. So he said that he's sorry, but someone has already coming to put a down payment on it. And that at that time it was like June 25th or something like that. And the guy said he would come get it on July 4th weekend, but he was coming to put a down payment on it. And I was like, oh man, missed it by one guy. He said, yeah, he said, I'm next in line. And if this guy doesn't show up, he'd give me a call. And I was like, well, okay. If it happens, it happens. Well, prayed about it and just said, God, if I'm supposed to have this car, let it happen. And I don't know, about 2:30, 2:45 that afternoon, the guy calls me back and he said he's tired of waiting on this other guy. He's not showing up. He was supposed to be here 2 hours ago. He said, it's yours if you want it. And I just couldn't believe it. I was just like, wow, now what? I got to get a trailer. I got to take a day off of work to go get this thing. And I was like, yeah, I want it. So, long story short, I ended up with the car on accident. It really technically wasn't even supposed to be mine. That's what's so cool. So I went and picked it up. It's a one owner. The gentleman that had it bought it when he came back from Vietnam in 1972. And around about 2000, which was the last time I was registered, I guess he had some carburetor issues and some problems with it, and he parked it and put a cover over it, and he never got back to fixing it. So there it sat. So for 20 years it sat there. Well, needless to say, I ended up with it. And now we're going to do what we can do to make her right again and get her back on the road. Too many of these cars end up getting trashed and never seen again. They only made 9,200 of this car in the green color. I did my research on that. So back in 1972, they made 9,000 of these green Mach 1s. They only made a total of 26,000 green Mach 1s total of all colors. So it's a pretty rare vehicle. It's not super rare, but it's pretty rare because you got to figure there's not too many out of those 9,000 green Mach 1s. There can't be too many still out there. But anyway, that's how I acquired it. And now it's just a matter of taking the time, having the time, and getting her back righteous. It may take a little bit, but we're going to get it right, and it's going to be a fun journey with my two sons. and my one son's best man, Adam, he said he'd help us out pulling the engine, rebuilding the engine, all that good stuff. So my dad, he's going to help me with the body work. He's done body work for 30 years, knows everything in and out when it comes to body work. So I got a lot of the bases covered, and I'm learning a lot of stuff as I go. So it's going to be a fun journey, and I just thought I'd let you all in on exactly how it happened and how I ended up with it. And hopefully for too long, I'll get the title in the mail with my name on it. All right, we'll talk to you later.